Okay.
Yeah, so we should be live. Hello everyone, I'm just me, and we will be running in Sonic Racing today. I'm here with Giant and Rajin, so thank you guys for helping me to complete this run.
No problem. I'm Rajin, and
this is Giant.
I guess we will just start racing and explain the mechanics of this game while the stuff goes on, because
we'll figure it out.
I mean, the mechanics of this game are quite complex, so we know most of them, even if the game is rather new, just because the engine is not really new. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So
I guess we could just explain once you get to certain sections.
Yeah, for sure. So we will be running an expert mode just because it's faster, but this also increases the difficulty of the AI. So that means that we will be sure to be slowed down by the AI at some points, but it's still way faster than running at lower difficulties. So this is the all team races category. So we will be running all the races, 21 races, including the game. And we will be starting by the Planet Wisp section, and we will go through all the biomes up to the last one. This timer uses an IGT, so there's an auto splitter here that basically will do all the work for us. And we will choose Zavok for some tracks, Eggman for other tracks. Just to be short, we will just say that Zavok is probably the fastest character in the entire game. And we will explain that later.
Probably.
Yeah. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm clapping. That's what they do, right?
So first thing that anyone should know is that the AI is extremely brutal in this game.
Okay, and this is just a fail.
I expected you were going to say extremely bad, but...
Yeah.
So as you said before, Zavok is the fastest character in the game.
Oh, okay. That's unexpected. Or maybe it's totally expected.
But he is going to use Eggman because acceleration, you get hit a lot because of the AI, so acceleration helps in some tracks.
Arguably.
Yeah.
I haven't measured it at all yet, but it might help something.
Why
do you use Eggman and Clockwork?
Oh my god, this is so bad, guys.
Yes, it begins.
So that yellow trail, let's explain that.
Yeah,
the
yellow trail. I mean, we are doing the team racing mode, which means that basically you are not racing alone. You are racing with your allies, your teammates, which in this case Metal Sonic and Eggman. So we are not racing alone, but racing as a team, which means that getting in first place, okay, it's useful for the speedrun obviously, but usually when playing casually, you want your entire team to get in good position in order to get enough points to actually win. If you are the leading player in your team, you will leave these yellow trails behind you.
Yep.
And that is useful for getting... Oh, boost, nice.
Gives you a level 5 boost, which is really damn good.
Oh yeah, we probably should explain that. Okay, so this is a kart racing game. So basically, drifting and charging your boost is basically obviously a core mechanic of this game. But boosting is not a simple thing here, because basically boosts here are basically classified into levels. There are 6 levels that you can reach, and they are coded in the game. Oh, 207. This is so bad, guys. Okay, so there are basically 6 levels in this game of boosts. You can easily reach up to a level 3 by drifting. Everything that is above level 3 can be reached by a mechanic which is called stacking. So you basically stack different boost sources together, and you can reach higher level boost. The
Boost
formula,
packs-
yeah, the
boost
formula
packs
is
give
quite
you,
a level 2
twos.
boost. Yeah,
Yeah.
the formula is quite complex because it's not as simple as that. So a level 3 boost stacked with a level 2 boost will still give you a level 4 boost and not a level 5. That's because the formula is quite complex, but basically every additional boost beside the higher level boost that you are releasing will be just evaluated by the game as a level 1 boost.
Yep. It takes your highest level boost, and then every other boost other than that is only a level 1 as far as the game is concerned. It's the same formula.
Which
as
is
in-
useful sometimes because you know that sometimes you can just avoid charging a level 2 or level 3 drift just because charging a level 1 it takes very little time. 1.7 seconds if I remember.
1.8.
Yeah, 1.8. While charging a level 2 or level 3 takes way longer.
What is it, 2.4?
Yeah, the total is 7 seconds by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, we're seeing the first use of power class coming to an advantage.
Oh,
on this
okay,
track.
that's so bad.
Yeah, he crashed through the gates right there. We'll see it again on this lap. So power class, yeah, let's explain the classes. Power class can drive through a bunch of like obstacles in the maps.
I mean, they can basically smash through obstacles. Not all of them, because some obstacles cannot be avoided. They will still hurt you.
The
Like,
main
for
purpose of
example,
this is
This here, I will just smash through that, and I will gain 10 rings for doing that.
Yeah,
Which is
that's,
useful because rings here can actually increase your max speed. They actually cap at 30, so it's really not useful. Oh, okay, let's begin.
Oh, lightning.
3% bonus, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm basically failing with the team ultimate here.
So there's a lightning item that's just like Mario Kart. And it's
Yeah.
to everyone's delight.
Yeah. So the typical strat in a speedrun, I guess, would be to
Oh, that's a fail. I shouldn't have done that. I should have
To
passed
be-
it away.
defensive, to counter other items, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
items you would use.
That's
yeah,
nice.
look, that pillar section right there. That was an item called the Quake, and it's really hard to avoid.
Yeah.
Basically, a good thing to do is hold on to your ultimate, or hold on to a ghost or an invincibility pickup, and use it before you know, so you don't get hit by that.
Yeah,
Same
you're-
for the lightning,
You're invincible during your ultimate.
Yeah.
right?
And speaking of ultimate, how do you build that up?
Yeah, you perform team actions. So the team mechanics allow you to basically 3 different actions here. Okay, we will choose Eggman for this track. 3 different actions, which are the skin boost, the slingshot, and basically you can pass weapons between your teammates. Each one of those will charge your team ultimate gauge. Yeah, there's a 4th one, which is basically hitting team rival with an item.
Yeah. So anyone who
Why
has
am
a
I playing so
rival-
badly today?
Wait, don't even like any stunt boost or anything like count towards the ultimate anymore?
I don't think so.
I thought
Yeah,
I thought I read that in the code.
Not sure about that actually.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. That's
So
Yeah.
they pushed him into the wrong path.
yeah.
So this is an advantage of technique here, which you're going to see on this map. This is the best map for technique characters.
Right, and that was passing through that section of water and grass earlier.
Speed and power cannot pass through that section without coming to like 10 miles per hour limit.
Right.
And it's even in time attack, which is like where everything is boiled down to the most insane optimal situations. This is faster than power.
Yeah. I think this track is the one where tech saves the most time.
Yeah, this
Over
section
light
I'm
power.
passing on right now, that's something that other characters cannot really do. So I will try a very dangerous strat here, which is usually used in time attack. Let's see. Nice. Oh, okay, that's a fail.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Michael and chat.
Yeah. Okay, that's a wrong cycle. I am going to...
Those saw blades are awful. Everyone hates them.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
They're so awful.
Yeah.
By the way, something we didn't explain yet is rolls when you stun.
Oh yeah,
One level boost per stun.
up to a level 3.
So when you stunt, you get one boost charge per stunt, and it caps out at level 3. And so you typically want. I mean, I guess you could save it. Depends on the situation. But in this game, yeah, you're allowed to save your boost from stunts. But
Yeah, that's better.
And they combine with your drift boost, so it's a shared pool of boost.
Oh, that's way
Right.
better. That's what I wanted to do the first time.
Anyway, rolls. When you go off of a ramp or something, ooh, that was close.
Yeah.
And roll, it pushes you forward slightly, and you can use it to
Nice dodge.
dodge things in midair. And I mean, if it
Yeah, 244.
fails
Yeah.
for it. But yeah, you can use it to dodge things in midair, but you usually
Yeah,
want to
Harvey-
propel yourself forward.
Harvey is writing in chat why we are using different card parts. Maybe we should explain that.
I'm not sure what card parts you're using.
I'm using the power stuff. So basically,
Oh, okay.
you can customize your vehicle with some different parts in order to tune your car towards more speed, more boost, or more handling.
Triple lightning.
Yeah.
That's my favorite setup right there.
Yeah, the triple lightning is the setup that basically focuses mostly on boost, which
defense.
is the in defense. But boost is mostly the stuff you want to focus on this game, because of the max speed is really not a useless stat this game. I mean, the utility of the stat is of the speed stat is quite limited. The boost is the stuff you really want to invest on when you are tuning your car.
It's like boost speed and then handling acceleration.
Yeah.
And defense fits in somewhere in there, but we don't really know where, but it does.
There's so much to explain.
Every increment of defense is it's like 150 milliseconds of reduced downtime, something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, there are some items that have a set time, a fixed time for your spin out, so you cannot really modify that. And one of those, I think, that is the Earthquake Wisp.
And
The
just
white
to
wisp.
clarify, the defense stat reduces the amount of time that you're stuck at a standstill after you get hit.
Right.
Yeah, that's correct.
And it doesn't
That's
seem
a new
to.
stat from Transformed, and we were super confused
Oh.
when we learned about that.
Close.
It doesn't seem to help that much.
It's pretty it's significant.
Yeah.
But you have
Okay,
to pay
this is a
attention
very
to
nice
it.
race, to be honest. This should be something like 137. Yeah, 137. That's good.
Like going triple lightning on a power character costs like, a lot of handling. It's kind of iffy.
Yeah, you lose a lot of handling and you lose a lot of acceleration.
You were confusing me for a bit there until I understood what you meant by triple lightning.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, because it's an item.
yeah. It's speed parts, power parts, and tech parts really.
We prefer to call them by numbers, but no one would understand that. So
It's easier and more, it makes more sense to just call them.
Another
as-
stuff that you really want to be careful of, especially when you are next to the AI, is that basically if you're boosting and you hit the AI, you're basically going to lose a lot of speed.
Walls
Mostly,
as well. You lose your boost charge when you hit walls.
yeah, that's really annoying because even a slight touch basically makes you lose all your charge boost.
And
Another
the
thing
AIs
that
can push you into walls as well. So
they really love to do that, especially on expert difficulty.
is my mic low? People are telling me my mic is low.
I don't know.
yeah, you sound fine to me. I don't know.
Yeah, you too. Oh, okay. That's a stored charge. I really didn't want that. That's still good. So basically, if you bounce when stunting, when you land on the ground, sometimes you can basically immediately start drifting, and you will not release your boost, which is a useful strat for probably for some tracks like Hidden Volcano, I think. But can be dangerous in other stuff.
So how useful is it to keep charging to level 3 versus using a level 1 or 2?
Extremely useful. I mean, every boost level basically caps your speed to a certain value. And that value is basically your base speed multiplied by a certain value that depends on the boost level and on your boost stat.
Both of them, yeah.
A lot of
The
people,
the difference is really noticeable because in this game it also has an influence on the boost duration. So level 1 and level 2 boost only lasts 0.5 seconds, while a level 3 boost lasts 0.7 seconds if I remember correctly, and a higher level boost, yeah, and a higher level boost lasts even longer. I think a level 4 is 0.9 seconds.
And the white wisp gives you level 4.
Oh yeah, the Wild Wisp is a level 4 boost, yeah.
Which is very prevalent in time attack, mainly.
Oh yeah, it's extremely useful.
Because you get 3 per lap. Between laps, you might want to turn our volume up. If you can.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Between laps, you might want to turn our volume up on Discord.
Yeah, I probably should do that. Let me give me a second.
Not laps, maps.
Yeah.
Maps. Yeah, that's true.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, pause your speedrun for me, please.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so let me raise your volume.
You served me well so far.
You're max volume.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speak
I can't
up,
do
guys.
anything then.
Oh boy, Whale Lagoon.
Yeah, Whale Lagoon is terrible. I hate this
Should
track.
we explain like the speed, the random speed sort of
Yeah.
thing going on?
Probably yes.
I mean, it's more complicated than I can
Yeah.
explain, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because it is very complicated.
A lot of what we assume to be random speed loss is actually just a mathematical function of the game. Because stacking boosts in a very specific certain way is very good, based on timing.
In layman's terms, sometimes your boost that you use doesn't get applied correctly, and you kind of go slower than you would. So it's inconsistent, basically. So
Most of the time, though, if you use, say, an item boost, you actually don't spend enough time accelerating
Yeah.
to reach max speed.
and currently we believe that it's the new animation added to this game that causes it, or at least one part that causes it, which is
Nice.
the animation of driving on 2 wheels while drifting.
I'm going to
Yeah,
keep this
that's
boost
fun.
for the later part, which is
And of
way
course,
just
yeah, the other another big reason why is the uneven track terrain, like this sort of hill that kind of goes onto the wall right here, that sort of thing.
yeah. The game tends to behave very funny when basically you leave the ground. Even a very small jump can alter your speed in a very significant manner.
But
It seems like you accelerate half the speed if your 2 wheels are off the ground, which happens every time you drift wide. You'll see, like, if you see him drifting here, you'll see that his wheels are just, like, up in the air.
now during a speed run like this, you probably won't. I mean, you pretty much won't notice it at all. You'll probably only really notice it in TA if you're racing your Ghost or whatever, something like that. So it's not really too big a deal, I guess.
Hyrule
For this
Warrior
run.
84 asks a very important question.
Let's see.
Let's say, yeah.
Moving on.
I will not say that on stream. I will not.
I'm not sure. All I'll say is maybe. Maybe. So this is the biggest jump in the game.
Oh,
Do a
okay.
big jump. Do
Fail.
a big jump, please.
Yeah, that's a
You
big
can-
fail.
Yeah, that ramp, you can get in about 9 rolls max with that. It's the biggest jump in the game.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Maybe lap 2. It's not even necessarily the fastest either, which is super
No.
sad.
It's
Yeah.
probably faster to use the shortcut that. Oh my
It's
god!
the-
I accidentally released the boost here. Okay.
Yeah, this is a power character advantage, by the way. Crashing through those ice pillars.
Yeah. If you notice him
Other
crashing through
characters won't
things.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have, for example, a technique character, you want to take the slippery path on the left because it's probably faster and
You
it's
can
free
do it
from
with
obstacles.
You can do it with Zavik as well if you don't drift.
Yeah. It's not really easy to be honest.
it's very weird. So this is the super duper jump.
Oh, okay. I really fell in these drifts right now.
Man, that's way smaller than Dream Valley.
Yeah, it is.
So we're all Sonic and All-Stars Transformed speedrunners as well, so we view everything in this game through the lens of that game.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And in that game, you can
I mean,
skip
stone
an
pillars are
entire-
going to come soon, so let's get ready, guys.
Yeah, Skyro is fun. I like that map. Did you guys know that?
I guess. So this game, surprisingly,
Oh, no,
doesn't have
not
that
here,
many
not here!
glitches. The lightning, bad spot for it.
Terrible
Very,
spot.
very bad. So that happens often.
I feel like I'm way behind.
Yeah, you might want to refresh.
I did already.
Oh.
Okay, let's go.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, there's surprisingly not that many glitches in this game.
Well, not as many as Transformed.
And even that, for a Sonic game, doesn't have that many.
I wouldn't know. I don't play other Sonic games. I'm not even a part of this fandom, guys.
Yeah, I mean, the standard of Sonic games is to be... I mean, basically every Sonic game is glitchy as hell, so...
Yeah. Yeah, you have to consider in this game that getting hit usually lets you lose a lot of time because you stop, you have to restart, you have a very slow acceleration, so you have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, Sky Roads are coming very soon.
Can't wait. You better hit it. If you don't hit it, it's the joke, dude.
Are you gonna go for the track
I'm going to
skill
purposely get a level 1 here because I want to use the team
thing?
mechanics.
Oh, yeah. By the way, the start boosts, you charge 1, 2, 3, right? But you actually get 3,
5 and 6, yeah.
and
that's-
6. Yeah, which is interesting. Or is it 3, 4, and 6?
No, it's 3, 5 and 6.
Right. Okay.
So let's take a moment to talk about the category for this. We're doing a no skips category.
Oh, we are.
And why are we doing that?
Well, generally, well, I mean, Justin would have to explain it, but
I mean, generally
from my
speaking,
point of view,
yeah.
These types of games are more impressive without glitches. Maybe.
The skips in these games tend to be kind of obscene, but I think the main reason why this goes back to Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. In that game, there was every time attack player was also a heavy matchmaking multiplayer player, and it was usually kind of considered poor etiquette to do skips against unsuspecting players in that game, and so they took that mindset into time attack as well. And so because of all of that, we just, to this day, we still just kind of play without skips.
Yeah, you also have to consider that the PC version of Transform, basically, most of the skips are patched.
Yeah, the PC version patches
Oh,
like
okay. Oh, that's
probably
fine. That's my teammate.
70% of the skips. There's
Yeah.
quite a few left.
Yeah, most of them basically.
On the plus side, in Transformed, playing without skips and glitches is way more impressive.
It's way harder.
Oh yeah,
It's way
exactly.
harder. Yes, it's way harder and way more impressive.
Yeah, Dream Valley, if you did a skip on Dream Valley, you don't play the map.
Yeah, the tech in that game is absurd compared to this game.
Yeah. Again, we're all Transform players.
A lot of things from that game transferred to this game, though. So.
Yeah, most of the physics engine basically is the same, with very minor modifications, in my opinion.
The items are quite different, but
Yeah, the items are very spammable in this game.
I mean,
no, I think they're less spammable.
no, they're way more spammable.
I
Trust
don't
me,
know, dude,
Jay.
the ice and rockets are like way worse than the stuff you get in this game.
The frequency at which you get the items though is crazy in this game though.
I'd
So
say
the
I agree
AIs
to disagree, but you're wrong, so...
Oh, you hear that, guys?
I mean, we should also talk about the fact that I'm always rolling at every jump.
Didn't we
So,
cover that?
no, we didn't, I think. So basically, rolling also moves your car left or right.
Yeah, it actually displaces you in addition to giving you stunt boosts.
Right. So if you drift and you roll forward, you actually gain distance.
Yeah, it pushes you X coordinates ahead in addition to your speed.
So rolling forward is basically
Yeah.
the thing that you want to do most.
Yeah.
In Transformed, you would do like a triple unique where you have to do 3 different types of stunts in order to get a level 4 boost instead of a 3 boost, but they took that out of this game. And as far as I'm concerned, it's better because it's way cooler to roll. Left like 8 times instead of left up down.
Right. There's a lot of higher jumps in this game too. So
Yeah,
There's
the
not
jumps in
much
this game are
opportunity.
way... Well, I mean, most of the jumps in this game are bigger than the typical car jumps in Transformed. The plane jumps, though,
let's not talk about that too much.
I feel bad leaving it at that, though, because planes aren't supposed to jump. It doesn't make sense to anyone who doesn't know.
That's
We are reaching the worst jump in the entire game, probably.
oh yeah, that lava sort of.
I will not drift here because with Eggman it's really difficult to land correctly. It's way easier if I do like I just did.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a difficult jump, just because
There's
the way
a-
you land affects how you go forward.
I think I found that if you drift,
And we have
Well,
also
it's
the
not
golem
good.
animation bug.
yeah, the animation just reset. If you roll too much, I believe in like during a stunt, like if you do it like around 7 or so roughly around that, you land sort of off balance, I guess, and you tend to lose your drift stunt. Not your
Yeah,
charge,
your
boost
charge. You basically counts it almost like a stunt fail.
However, if you release your boost right before landing, you can generally keep it.
You can also, if you're fast enough, you can switch drift, which is, redrift, I guess. And
Oh yeah,
keep
that's the
in,
most important technique in the whole game.
Yeah, you can actually keep your drift.
Nice,
So-
that's lucky.
Yeah, that was really good. See, rolling came in handy there.
Oh wow, yeah, nice dodge. So normally you have to drift a certain amount of time to get a drift charge, which is 1.8 seconds and I think 2.4 seconds for 2 and 3. So if you switch drift, you can keep driving without losing the level of drift.
Yeah, which is why you see him drifting basically the entire track.
Yeah, there's pretty much very few points where you don't want to be drifting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as you can see, he's stunting and drifting and accumulating charges like that.
Yeah. There is a bug in the game where if you
Oh, that's bad.
if you stunt while drifting, it just kind of resets your counter to 0. for some brilliant reason. But you can reset the counter back to normal if you just switch drift real quick.
Yeah, I'm not
Or
sure
just
why.
or just like let go and re-hit drift.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't know why the heck that made it past QA, but it did. But getting around it isn't too bad.
Right.
In fact, it's almost kind of cool.
Yeah. It's very jank.
It's only
Okay,
cool in the way of,
324.
like,
That's
doing
a
more
that,
things to do.
that is really good time.
So he's doing fairly well. He's not getting too, destroyed by items.
Yeah, we're not talking about what he's doing very much.
Let's get ready because Roulette Road is going to.
Oh, the casino tracks. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
It's time for the worst 3 tracks, guys.
Yeah, they're fine. They are fun, to be honest.
Were all
Yeah, I mean-
3 of these in the first game?
Yep. All 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should explain that. So the maps in this game come from 3 different games.
Yeah, these 3 casino track come from the first Sonic All-Stars Racing. The 3
No.
last tracks.
It's not All Stars. It's just Sega and Sonic Racing.
Oh, wait, what? It's not All-Stars? I'm pretty sure it was All-Stars.
Wait, maybe it is. I don't know.
Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing, I think.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
All-Stars.
Okay.
Anyway, these 3 casino tracks are from that first game, and the 3 last tracks, the Dark Fortress or whatever stages, are from that game as well. And
All 6 of them are our least favorite tracks.
and there's 2 other tracks from that game, which are the Whale Lagoon and what was that other one? Whale Lagoon and something Harbor, I think it was. And Ocean View is from All Stars Racing Transform, so that's a whopping 9 tracks recycled in this game.
Out of 21.
I mean, Roulette Road is probably the track we are most familiar with because it was also in Transformed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this game was also in Transformed as well. This track.
'Cause we played, all of us played Transformed a ton, but Sega and All Stars almost none.
Right.
I played it for 10 minutes.
I've never played it.
I gotta give it a try.
Yeah.
This
Nice.
section here with the chips are really
Oh,
good.
that was lucky. But I'm going to use it anyway.
Yeah, this is more power class privilege, being able to crash those chips.
Yeah. He's also doing a thing here called double boost pad hitting. Well, I mean, it doesn't really have a name, but he's hitting boost pads twice and getting 2 charges.
Yeah, that's
there.
really difficult to do and very inconsistent, honestly.
That was the worst place you could have possibly ultimated.
Yeah.
It did the pickups.
I mean, I need to pick up some speed and... Okay, this is going to hit me.
Yeah, the items really destroy you from the air.
Those are actually
especially-
the worst turns in the entire game.
Yeah.
You
And
have to
they are the
actually
hardest
throttle
to-
for those.
Mhm.
Yeah, even when using Sonic or characters with high handling, mostly you have to throttle.
And speaking of throttling, there were like 15 cases in Transformed where you had to throttle, but in this game there's like literally 1 because
And-
throttling is so bad in this game.
Yeah.
Because when you boost, you it's like it multiplies your current speed essentially. So if you're at a lower than max speed and you boost, you don't get as much as you would want or as much as you would otherwise get.
Yeah, that's true.
Basically, gotta go fast.
Gotta go
I
fast.
got over fast. So let's see.
Yeah, if you have Transformed in your library unplayed, you should go play it. And also Team Sonic Racing. No offense to Team Sonic Racing. Play them both. We all have our favorites, but we won't say which one it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good start, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That
and
was
also a
pretty
level takedown. That's going to charge my gorge. Another level takedown. That's nice.
These tracks are...
Okay. I need to do this.
Rival takedowns are a big part of boosting your ultimate meter.
Yeah. Yeah, this game is focused on using the items, basically.
Yep.
Oh, let's talk about trading. We haven't talked about that.
Oh yeah, you can trade your items between your teammates.
This is really cool when it's players trading, but with AI,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
So when players trade, you well, you can abuse it actually, but when you trade with AI, I mean they don't really obey. They don't.
Okay. Thank you, Blades.
They offer items, but they don't really take them when you want.
Yeah. Sometimes they just refuse to take them.
The AI are a little interesting.
Yeah, they're
yeah.
really not helping me today.
The AI in team mode is programmed
Oh,
really aggressively.
we just saw a slingshot. Let's explain the slingshot. That's important.
When you slingshot, that's oh look, lightning.
If you get hit, or if you're going
Oh
at
my
slow
God.
speed and a teammate drives right past you, what happens?
Okay, first of all, that was really lucky use of the team ultimate.
No, the earthquake was mine.
You dodged the lightning and the quake.
Yeah. Oh no, not another one, please.
Oh boy,
Okay.
that was.
So if you get hit by a rock, there is actually a 2.5 seconds window, if I remember correctly, in which you cannot be hit by another rock.
Yeah, it's sort of invincibility, temporary.
Yeah.
But anyway, slingshot, yes. When you drive behind the yellow streak behind the character and leave that streak with a boost charge, you get slingshotted.
No. The slingshot. Wait.
Oh, you mean the
Yeah.
thing when you come to a stop?
The skin
Well,
boost.
you know what,
Oh yeah, that was a skim boost. The slingshot is when you come to a stop and a teammate passes you and you get a boost
you
charge.
get an instant 5 boost, which is
Yeah.
huge, and it often sends you off the track.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. It throws
That's-
you right off the track.
Can be really,
just
really
so-
dangerous
It
sometimes.
propels you forward no matter what direction you're facing.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to drop
yes.
that bomb.
Which after getting hit, you're often not facing a good direction. But that's
Yeah.
okay. But you
The-
go fast.
Go fast off the cliff.
Have a great clip for that. But yeah.
Yeah, so
Otherwise, it's a very good mechanic most of the time.
yeah, Gent was mentioning the fact that boosting basically does not completely accelerate you because of the extremely short duration of the boost. So there's I mean, it's not really a mechanic because it was already in transformed, but it's probably more prevalent in this game, more prominent, which is basically boost chaining. So you can decide whether to stack your boosts and release them at the same time, or chain your boosts, releasing one after another in rapid succession, which is sometimes faster in my opinion, but
These games are polar opposites in that regard.
yeah.
In this
So-
game, it can be useful in certain situations, but in Transform, it's not useful at all. Basically.
No, Transformed you want to avoid that. Actually, Transformed has a couple of events in the story mode in which you have to chain boosts, and they are way slower than doing the track normally.
Yeah, Transformed is a very special case because of the way the highest difficulty, which is essentially the same as Mario Kart's 150cc difficulty, which is like you go faster.
There's
The way it's
I think-
programmed is super weird.
there's 4 difficulties in Transform, so
Yeah.
Expert is basically 200cc.
Yeah, I don't know if Mario Kart is 200cc. I don't play that game.
I think Mario Kart 8 has 200cc Deluxe.
But yeah, like basically in
Well, they are
200cc
picking up.
for Sonic Racing Transformed, what they did is they just increased the base speed, and kind of for the most part that's it.
Oh, crap.
So level 1 and level 2 boosts in that game suck, but level 1 boosts in Team Sonic Racing are actually huge.
Yeah, they are actually
Because of
useful.
that,
Yeah,
because of that, you just want to spend as little time not boosted as possible.
in this game, there's situations where you can like use a level 3, for example, and then use a level 1 and sort of continue that momentum. But in Transform, no, just no.
No, don't. Just don't.
Yeah, okay.
Level 1s actually slow you down in Transform.
Deceleration works completely different in both games, because in this game you decelerate, you like boost to like 250 speed, and then after that you decelerate like 1 or 2 units per frame. But in Transformed, if you do a level 3 boost to 220 speed and then do a level 1 boost in 1 frame, once that level 3 ends, you just go down to 204. But in this game it's a very slow gradual decel, so nice team up.
Yeah, I had to.
You drove right through the marble.
Yeah, exactly. And that marble is not random. It's cycle based, as any other element in this game. It's cycle based, so it just depends on how fast you are and getting the right cycle.
Yeah. So basically, in this game, you just want to boost like every few seconds as much as you can, regardless of the level. However, there's still a lot to min-max. Make no doubt about that.
There's also the thing in certain tracks where power basically is a class that bounces around a lot more than the others. So, as you saw in the last stretch of that last track there, you got a little bounce at the very end where you could do a roll. That's useful in a lot of situations as well, where the other class would maybe not be able to get that sort of small bounce. Sand Road.
So, do you ever find yourself slowing down just to drive in the yellow skin?
Oh god. Typical.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it should be said that only the player in first place can make a skin boost trail.
No, it's any member on the team that's in front of the other two.
Yeah, the leading member of each team can do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean first place within the team. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of bad if you're in first place and your allies, your teammates are in 11th and 12th, because it actually decays before they can get to it.
It depends how badly off they are, but yeah, it doesn't last that long.
It really needs to last longer. Like, it's actually an obscene issue.
Get down. Okay.
If you're watching Sumo, please fix that. Also, please accept my friend request on Sumo. Cubers, I'm watching you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed still, but man, they might get to it.
Oh, eventually.
I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Eventually.
This track is quite nice because there are not a lot of item boxes, so the AI has fewer chances to screw you.
Oh, did we ever talk about the Quake chance?
Oh yeah, after what, 90 seconds on a track, the quake automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically in the game data there is a line of code that basically guarantees.
There it is, right there.
Nice, nice.
Nice example there, and nice dodge.
Timely.
Very nice. That was a perfect dodge.
Yeah, basically in the game there is a line of code that basically specifies that every 90 seconds someone is guaranteed to get the Earthquake Wisp. We don't know if it's actually applied, this variable in the game, but
It certainly is.
probably
It seems like it is.
Probably it is.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it is.
And there's only one track that you can finish before it comes out, I think, on average. What was it, Ocean View?
Probably Ocean View.
Oh, this is a
That's
gold
like-
split, guys.
Is
Could you
it?
believe that?
Very nice.
239.
I'm growing impatient.
Yeah, we go with Boo's House.
Oh yeah, these
this is
next
a-
two tracks. Ooh boy.
Clockwork Pyramid is a very, very technical track, and Boo's
Yeah.
House also, I
Yeah,
think.
these next two tracks are maybe the two most technical tracks in the game.
Yeah, or Sky Road if you think about them.
Yeah, I guess if you do that.
It's not very technical, it's just stupid.
Yeah, but that's the only technical stuff in that track, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
So
no,
this-
actually, my route on that world record is pretty kind of tough, but... Anyway, these are two of the weirdest maps to like play at an optimal level because they're actually pretty complicated when it comes to turns.
Let's see if I can charge the level 3 here. Okay,
They're
that's
also
nice.
both pretty long maps.
Oh yeah.
They're like two of the longest maps. What are the... Yeah, they're both over a minute, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to basically forget about the team mechanics in this track. And that's because I'm going to get this invincibility item.
Yeah.
This is fixed, so it will always appear in that place. And if you pick it up in lap 1, it will always reappear again lap 3.
Yep.
Which is a nice bonus.
And I realized I just said these tracks are both like over a minute. That's coming from like a time attack perspective. Because 90% of the competition in these Sonic racing games are just time attack.
I guess you could just say each lap.
Yeah. But yeah. There's actually not many players who play these categories. We mainly just play time attack.
Yeah, the best players in this game are actually enjoying themselves in time trials. Because they are way less RNG, there is no AI.
No way.
Especially there is no AI.
Yeah. That speed bug though is kind of an issue. Too.
Yeah, that's kinda annoying.
Which is kind of a shame because we can't get to see what someone like Equinox Moon might do in these categories, but
Okay, that was a good use of the invincibility there.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, the wormhole here, you will see that I'm basically rolling away from the wormhole on the right side. That's because I think it was Equinox discovered that basically the teleport trigger is closer to the right side. So if you basically roll on the right, on the extreme right, you will basically spawn at the end of the track faster.
Yeah, you'll hit the teleport point quicker.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What the hell? Also, another thing about this map, remember when we were talking about why we run no skips? Can you guys tell me what the skips world record on this map is?
Well, what was it, like 5 seconds or something?
4.9 seconds.
Yeah, they basically screwed up with the teleport. The teleport.
So we're gonna point it out when it comes up, but the portal at the very end of the map, you can actually just like drift and hold the hard right, and just get respawned right before the
Okay,
finish
that
line.
was a bad one, bad stunt.
And finish in like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Right, it's up here somewhere.
Yeah.
This portal, you can just go hard right, and you'll like fall for a few seconds, and then it respawns you.
Yeah.
And this is why we play with no skips.
Yeah.
Okay,
No
Clockwork
skips.
Pyramid.
Okay, this track here, what would you say, the last one or this one is more technical?
Oh, I'm sorry, Lavender. I think he has the world record.
Oh yeah.
He's in chat saying laugh my ass off.
This track has a lot of obstacles, and he's using Eggman, so it's going to be interesting. Well, actually, I don't think you can plow through those gears with power either. Though, so-
You can. No, you cannot. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And
So, never mind.
Just to continue what I was just talking about, we don't diminish skips. We don't diminish skips records or time attacking it. We just
Don't recommend it, I
we-
guess.
no. We recommend. I recommend it. We just recommend also mainly playing without them.
Yeah.
It's cool to see what you can do with skips, right? But it's not what I want to spend all my time on.
It's definitely more interesting for no skips.
Eggman is very interesting character because you can basically,
Hard roll.
yeah, you can basically turn yourself 90 degrees, roll
Yeah.
on the left, on the right, basically freely.
I think technique actually rolls the furthest distance.
I think
No,
so.
that's because I think that's just because. Okay, double stunt failed. I think that's just because you can basically angle yourself better with Eggman.
Yeah. I think the not the acceleration, but the handling comes into play during those.
Yeah, that
those
really
forward
helps you.
rolls.
Also, let's talk about characters. When it comes
Okay,
to
so,
power characters, only Zavok is the best power character. However, when it comes to speed and technique, there's
two.
Oh, okay.
characters
Okay.
in each class with tied stats.
Right.
So Eggman ties with Chow, right? That's how you say it, right? Not
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's Chow, and that's for tech class. And
Yeah, that's for tech. So Eggman. And
Okay,
Chow have the
I
same
passed the 1 minute and 30 seconds mark, as you can see.
So Quake is coming up, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah.
Sonic and Shadow are both fastest in speed class.
Yeah,
Oh
they have
god,
the
okay,
exact
this is
same
another thing that really annoys me.
You're good placement by that boost pad though, so you can get a little bit of acceleration.
Yeah.
Up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you come to a full stop, even if you do that, it takes a bit of time
Yeah,
to fully accelerate.
In this game, in Transformed, like a single level 1 boost pad would bring you to max speed, basically.
Yeah, that's because
this-
the duration of the boost there is 2.5 seconds, that's very long
Yeah.
time.
So in this game, it just doesn't last long enough to bring you to full speed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
Which
good
is-
cycle.
It's kind of annoying, but it's not really something to complain about.
Oh no, not another one. Please! This is so
Those are-
lucky.
Those are very, very difficult to dodge compared to their equivalent in the previous game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The bees,
I mean,
bees in
the
Transformed
stone
are way
pillars,
easier.
the Earthquake Wisp works this way. So basically, there are 12 rock pillars that will appear on the track, and they always are a set number. It's 12 or 13, I don't remember now. So basically, if the road you're racing on is very narrow, it will be basically impossible to dodge them. If it's wide enough, it will be very easy.
See, the narrow roads are a very big problem because they all clump together and
Yeah.
you have no chance to dodge
Yeah.
it.
The wide roads is just like a blessing because you have a chance to dodge it.
Yes, a chance to dodge. They're still very hard to dodge though.
Yeah.
Unless the road is like very, very wide, then you
I
have
mean,
a fair chance.
To an extent, it's kind of deserved because in Transformed, bees could literally spawn above the track. or you could drive through them and they wouldn't hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The collision is very strange there.
So this is like payback for all of those bees that we drove through.
I guess. So this is an interesting track, just kind of
Yeah.
pleasant, sort of.
Yeah, it's just destroying me now.
This is
And
one
it's
of
also
most fun
the-
tracks.
Yeah, and it's also the introduction of the balloons.
Yeah.
And the balloons basically set you on on rails, and you can't really control yourself.
Yeah, but you can still stunt. So if you
Yeah.
roll on the left and the right, you can still displace yourself.
Yeah, you can displace yourself, but you can't do it too much, or
Yeah.
you'll miss the balloon.
Yeah, you can literally stunt too
Like
much
here.
and just fall after the balloon.
Yeah, there's the balloon, and yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was probably optional right there. I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
haven't played this track in 2 months.
but I think those balloons are in only 2 tracks, so it's not too bad.
I mean, they can be helpful because sometimes, because they set you on rails, if you get hit by an item, sometimes it really happens. They will just ignore the fact that you have been hit.
Yeah, these sprinklers can hit you, by the way,
Yeah.
if you drive right into them in the middle.
The springs right before the balloons basically set your speed to a specific number.
Exactly, those
On this
as
map,
well.
it's not a big number, but on Sky Road, which is what I think it's coming up next, it's a huge
Yeah.
number. Like,
I think
People
Sky
like-
Road, the first jump in Skyroad sets you something like 700 speed.
570 or so.
Yeah, which is an
is
incredible amount. Yeah.
Because the base, something about the base speed. The base speed for Zavok with this build. Oh wait, no, you're using Triple Lightning. I think it's the same speed, but
And there's the.
it's 180.
And also the lightning.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. It's always inconvenient.
Nice stuff.
And you
Yeah, they almost always come together.
I've been noticing that they always come at a really, close proximity of each other, one after the other sort of thing, which is very strange.
I mean,
So,
it's not.
It should be.
In expert, I don't think it should be strange.
But the timing is kind of convenient, is what I mean.
Oh yeah,
No way.
that's true.
so just to talk about the basic speed and boost levels, like your base speed is 180 on this Zavok build, I think, or 183 maybe at the
Served me well
most.
so far.
Like a level 1 boost will bring it up to like 210 to 220. I don't have the exact numbers because we don't have.
Here's
the,
your favorite track.
Growing impatient.
Yeah, there's the most broken track in the game.
This is the track I've spent like 30 hours on, and I have the world record, and I'll keep it for the rest of all time.
Yes, possibly.
I still have the world record on this track
No,
without
you
that
don't.
first
Shut
without
up.
that first jump.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
count.
I mean, we are talking about a jump here, which I'm not gonna do because it's
Do it.
no, it's very hard.
It's an exhibition. You're supposed to please the crowd.
I'm
That's
supposed
the
to
normal
please
way
the
to do that first jump, by the way.
I mean, that rolling trick that I discussed about earlier, you can basically do it in that jump, and
Oh yeah.
basically what happens is that you are set in very specific location. I don't know how it really works, but probably it has to do with the ceiling of the track, because there is actually an invisible ceiling there. So when you land, you will actually bounce, and you will keep the speed that you accumulated during that jump, which basically gives you something like 3 or 4 second advantage. It's really huge.
You should give it a shot at least. See what you can do there. There's also respawn glitches coming up.
Ah yeah, if you fall off the track here, you will basically spawn forward.
These-
That's
yeah.
something really
And
annoying.
all you have to do is drive off the track. And
Yeah,
that's
guys,
it.
have you read chat lately, guys? I'm pretty sure they're pretty determined to see the jump.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's try
Give
it. But
Yeah, give it a shot. Can't
By
hurt.
they, I mean mostly me. It's worth seeing.
okay, failed.
Yeah.
I didn't see it yet.
You saw what happened there, though. He slammed right into the.
Yeah, I hit the invisible ceiling and I land.
Yeah, you rolled too many times. Zavok can only roll. He has to roll exactly 7 times. Every character class has a different amount of rolls they need to do to hit the exact height you need. And every character has a different model for their rear end of the car that they bounce off of, and everyone has a different type of bounce they get, or a different
weird.
set of bounces basically.
Yeah. Yeah, this track is completely broken if you look at all the skips and stuff that can be done.
Oh yeah,
There's one we didn't even mention on those 2 balloons where you can skip part of that track, and one
that
at
ma-
the beginning
I mean,
where you can
that
skip half the track.
it's been obsoleted now.
yeah, it's really obsolete, because you can basically, at the first jump, when I tried that trick that failed, you can
Yeah, that's what I
basically
just-
yeah, you
that's
can
what I was
basically
talking about,
yeah, you can basically do another. You can stand on the opposite direction, and you can basically trigger a respawn point that basically sets you at the end of the
Yeah.
track.
That one skips half the track. Like
Oh,
literally
boy.
half.
I didn't even reposition myself.
You didn't get it, did you?
No,
Yeah, I
it was,
did.
it was closer that time though.
I'm
You
so
almost-
disappointed in you right now.
And there's the lightning.
Yeah, but this time I am prepared.
Yeah, and look, see, there's the rocks again.
The only issue with the invincibility item is that it basically changes your driving parameters. So your handling will be your friction to the ground will be different for the entire duration of the item. So sometimes,
I think the ghost does that too, doesn't it?
yeah, the ghost does that.
So they're basically the same items.
Chat wants you to reset the map. Please go ahead.
Maybe you can show it off after, just
That's
real
fine.
quick. Yeah.
If you beat your estimate, go ahead and do it. It's actually the best trick to practice because you can start at the start line and do it within like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's really easy to practice because it's right at the start.
It's really crazy how broken this track is compared to every other track in the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're mostly like all of the tricks are incompatible with each other. Imagine if you could combine them.
Oh god, I don't want to think about that.
But that really just goes to show how broken it is, that there's 3 different completely destructive skips you can do.
Oh yeah, Haunted Castle is a very technical track as well.
Haunted
Yeah, it's a
Castle
very-
is one of the reasons many people hate this game, because I don't have this issue, but many people, basically this track does not load. Or it loads in a very very long time, such as 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Nobody really knows why.
This track has probably the hardest turn in the entire game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna see it. It
Not
has-
like the one from Roulette Rule you were talking about earlier.
No, it's way harder than that one actually. Yeah. Because you have to slow down. You have to slow down more than like a fraction of a second. You have to slow down quite a bit.
Yeah, you have to slow to an almost complete stop.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Like, you have to
The collision
like,
for that
40
gear is terrible. The collision for
Yeah.
that second gear is the complete opposite.
He hit the very, very edge of that thing. That
Okay, I'm going to call the rocket for the shortcut.
These
Obviously.
gears suck, really.
yeah.
Yeah, they suck.
So Power Class can bust through that wall, but you can still get through it with tech or speed by shooting stuff at it. Or I mean, if you want to come to a stop, you can just run into it. But this shortcut here saves a lot of time. It's a very big shortcut.
It's pretty. It's almost like it almost feels unintended how much it saves.
No, it is
Yeah,
intended.
It
Yeah,
is.
It's
It is.
obviously
But
like
it's,
within the design, but it
No,
just
it's
feels
completely
so
intended.
good.
The expert ghost does the shortcut.
yeah,
Yeah.
which
Wait,
is weird.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
It does.
Know that. That's crazy.
It's very weird.
Like I knew it was intended, but like it just feels so strong, right?
Yeah, and the AI. This is like one of the
Oh,
only, if
God.
not the only track where you can get far ahead of the AI without much worry.
Yeah, the AI in this track is really not good.
Hidden Volcano has another jump that the expert AI does that you don't really expect.
Oh yeah, that's true. That
We
one
didn't
off the
talk about
side.
that jump at all, but it's a pretty important jump.
Now I get
Oh,
the
yeah.
team ultimate. That's completely wrong. There's something really wrong in this game.
But yeah, that's. I mean, considering everything, it's not going too bad. I mean, you're getting pelted with items, but that's really to be expected.
I mean, a good 70% of this game is just RNG, to be honest, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
30,
30.
40,
I would say 70.
48,
You're really going easy on this game.
60. No, 30, 30.
You're going all over the place now. Come
30,
on.
30 is fine.
Oh my god.
Dude, guys, skill.
Remember that there is also a speed bug here, just at the beginning of this track. I still don't know.
Oh yeah, the speed bug is really significant there, and it doesn't make any sense at all.
It has to do with how late you item boost.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No, I don't think so because
I think so.
I've tried like many different timings of that, and it happens every time for me. I don't know.
Well, it shouldn't, because it.
I know,
happens
but
it happens like 10% of the time for me.
oh man, you're really lucky though. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
I-
better than you.
This game doesn't make much sense in regards to things like that. Well, this game barely makes any sense to begin with.
That's true, probably.
Dude,
Okay, we
Transformers
have
don't
rocks,
make any
we have the
sense. I don't
rocks.
wanna hear it.
But who cares? So the road here is wide enough, so I can just drive.
Yeah, this is
Drive
this is
beside
one of
them.
those. This is one of those parts of track where it's wide enough that you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay, sub 4 minutes is still okay.
That almost makes me enjoy being on a team.
So now we have the last 3 tracks in this game. So you usually must unlock them before by completing the story mode.
In my opinion, these 3 tracks are the most 3 disappointing tracks in the game.
I mean, this one is not too bad.
You
With
mean
Eggman
the
at
3
least.
okayest maps in the game.
The 3 like, oh hey, these are the last 3 tracks, but they're all recycled from the first game tracks.
You're gonna reduce our viewer count. Shut up.
I'm just saying. It's kind of it's just disappointing. I mean they're neat, but you know, it is what it is.
I mean, yeah, this part, were those lasers in the original?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with the original.
No, I think the lasers were also in the original. I don't remember, to be honest.
There's a jump in the middle of this section he's at right now, where there's that 2 split pass, and you can jump through that big sort of core thing, whatever.
Yeah, if the laser is not active.
But of course it's slower, so you don't want to do it.
Sometimes it's safer to do. I mean, if there's an earthquake incoming, if there is a lightning wisp incoming,
Yeah, that's true.
you might actually want to do that.
Right. It's
Oh,
fun how
nice.
hidden.
Okay, that's a fail. Yeah, we talked about this earlier. So a small jump sometimes completely screws you up.
Why aren't you Sonic on this map?
It's a marathon.
So?
So you gotta
It's an exhibition.
pick Eggman.
That's the
Gotta
least
get-
reason to pick Eggman.
You gotta you gotta get that Excel from those item hits, man.
The Excel, yeah, the accelerate. The stat that doesn't matter once you accelerate.
This is
I think
this
there's
is
an earthquake.
yeah, and it's a bad
Yeah,
Bad.
oh,
a bad part where you kind of
yeah, it's a really bad place. I mean, it's not the worst, but
How do you guys feel about Quake versus Blue Shell?
Yeah, that's a good question. Blue Shell is cheap. Like I mean, Quake you can kind of dodge it, so it's a little bit more fair. But
But it's also worse when you get hit.
yeah, it is. Well, you know what? I don't know. It's about the same.
It's hard to say, yeah.
Lightning,
Why?
lightning though is worse than Blue Shell, I think.
I don't know, because lightning is still lightning. It
Lightning
already
is-
has an equivalent.
Lightning. I don't know about the modern Mario Kart games in Lightning.
the lightning is the same Mario Kart, but it slows the characters for a set amount of time. That depends on your position. So
yeah, lightning in this game, I believe it slows you to a complete stop
Oh,
for
not again,
2 full
please.
seconds or something like that.
yeah,
It depends your defense.
Yeah.
I remember in
I
the
think
tournament,
even-
I was big and I had max defense. I got
Yeah.
I got slowed for almost no time.
Oh, really? I've never tried max defense.
Yeah, me and Equinox did that.
yeah. Only I think Vector is one of the few characters that has max defense.
Max defense might be something worth trying in a run.
It is. I mean, if Equinox and I like tested it before the tournament just to see like, hey, what if, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to do a very stupid choice in Dark Arsenal because I'm going to choose Eggman again.
You mean Sonic?
Eggman.
I mean Shadow.
I mean, Eggman is lower than Zavok, but the bouncing parts with the laser that Regin discussed earlier, they are present also in this track, and they are really, really important because they can skip a pretty big section of that track.
Oh yeah, that's That's true. This
And
track has
I
two
think
of
that
those.
the timing can... You have a better timing with Eggman, in my opinion.
There's a way to force yourself onto those lasers, but it's pretty inconsistent.
No, it's really consistent
when-
in the second one. The first one is really inconsistent.
No,
agree with
that one, yeah, like the first one, it's inconsistent.
Yeah,
but,
the first one is
there is a
really
way to
easy.
force yourself onto it while the laser's going off, but I don't really, I'm not familiar with how to get it to work very well. But I've done it before a couple times on accident, so it's
Yeah, and this part is really free.
yeah, that part is free there. So even if the laser's going off, you can still hit it and get the jump. Is it a laser or is it like some sort of exhaust?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever it is.
yeah, I have to avoid that. It's not going
Let's talk
to...
about those musical notes, by the way.
Oh, the thing that blocks the screen, that's basically like the ink from Mario Kart. Or whatever they replace it with.
Yeah, they gave
It's
the
annoying.
worst class in the game the worst item in the game.
yeah.
Because balance, right? Yeah. Ugh. Makes so much sense. And then speed class gets like the best item.
Yeah.
Speed gets triple item boost or something.
It's...
It
I don't know.
depends, but
Yeah.
it has a better chance for speed, I believe.
I don't remember. I don't play matchmaking. Thanks, you know.
So here's
Add
the
me.
laser hit.
Oh. So that shortcut is a huge time save, but not if you get
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
it's a
Even
it's,
then-
massive
good.
time save.
it's really easy to get that, the second one.
Yeah.
The first one is really hard, so you want to be on a good cycle for this first one.
Because you got hit, but it was still a time save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just lose your rings, but who cares? I'm going to get the rings again.
Yeah.
Right.
Rings are like so unimportant, actually.
Also,
If they kept the rings at a higher number than 30, then it would be more important.
Yeah, because you can max your rings on a single chain. He just got 37. Is that right? Yeah, he just got 37 from one chain. That's more than the max amount that matters.
Oh, yeah.
30 is the cap.
yeah.
Right.
So like, what are you trying to do here, Sega?
Sumo, maybe. I don't know whose idea that was.
So basically, once you hit 30, don't bother trying to hit rings. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you lose them all when you get hit, and you can just pick up more sort of thing. So
And I think the increments are 10 rings, 20 rings, 30 rings for 1, 2, and 3%. Which sounds
Yeah.
really small, but you have to consider that speed adds up quite a bit over time.
Yeah.
I want to destroy you guys right now.
Okay, so
last track.
let's track. This is turbine loop is really random. If I remember correctly, last time that I think it was Nimbus, he tried to do a speedrun of this category and he failed in this track terribly. Lost something like a minute just because the AI started to hit him without any mercy.
I think this track is probably my favorite of the three, the last tracks.
Yeah, it's probably the most fun one. Or the most complicated, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's just the most interesting all around, I believe.
In terms of routing, yes, but the first one's probably the most, like, technical.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, this is very easy to be honest. Nothing complex.
It's visually interesting too, with the Eggman
It also
head
has the
there.
best music.
Yeah, the best
The
music.
best music in the game, right here. I
Best
can't
music
hear
in
it.
the game? I don't know about
No,
that.
I think Clockwork Pyramid is the best music in the game.
I don't even know what that sounds like. I've had the game muted since day one.
I'm quite partial to the casino tracks, honestly.
Oh yeah, they're
even though
really,
even though I don't like the tracks themselves.
yeah, they're really good to be honest.
Unfortunately, when you play Time Attack, you only hear one song.
Oh boy!
Oh boy, no, don't remind me that.
Green light ride. I'm not sure why they decided to do that.
That needs to be. That's the most important bug in the game.
Oh yeah, that I would consider that
It's
a bug
not a
for
bug,
sure.
but it should be.
Yeah,
Like, what were you thinking, guys?
one song, and
One song for
The
every match.
entire,
and think about that too,
yeah,
because you spend so much time in TA, or that you're
yeah. Just
into
think
that for
about
hours.
you spend something like, I don't know, half an hour. Oh, that's lucky. Half an hour in time trials, for example.
That is very
and
lucky. Holy crap!
yeah, and you basically spend half an hour listening to the same song. I mean, it's nice if it lasts 2 minutes.
And it has vocals.
Yeah, it's true.
That vocals of any kind instantly reduces the loopability of a song.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of true. It gets really repetitive, really fast that way.
Very, very, very fast.
Okay.
So that was not bad.
Yeah. And the total time is 1 hour, 2 minutes and 14 seconds, which is actually not a bad time.
Yeah, that
I
didn't
mean,
go too
it's-
badly at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's less than a minute from my PB, which is, by the way, also the world record. So
Yeah, we
it's going to
never
be really,
mentioned-
really difficult. Yeah, it's going to be really difficult for me to actually improve that.
We never
because-
mentioned this whole time, but Juice Me, which is how he pronounces his name,
I'm not sure how to pronounce his name actually.
the Silent J, he actually has the world record in this. So
Yeah, only up until Equinox decides to run this game. Because
yeah, basically.
believe me,
Equinox, are you watching?
I hope so.
So if
So,
you guys are interested in this game, I'm gonna go ahead and post it.
So
they,
ResortFest mentioned in the chat that if you want to show off that skip, you can.
yeah, which clip are we talking about? The Sky Road?
Yeah, Sky Road.
The first one. I'm really not good in with that, so I can try.
You don't have to do like the half skip track. That one's really, really hard.
Just
Yeah, I will try. Otherwise, I'll show you the other very stupid one that this game has.
It's also technically not a skip. It's just a
Technically.
bounce. It's a
Yeah,
bounce.
it's a very, very weird bounce.
Yeah, that's true. I will show you this. Okay, please.
I'm glad he let us do that. Though. That's super
So I will
cool.
try this again.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, no, that's not good. But in my time attack trial, in my time attack, I actually do that.
Just go to time attack and reset it for like 2 minutes.
I don't know if we have enough time to do that. I mean, it's
Yeah,
going to
just
be
Do it, like,
really,
once
really
every
boring.
12 seconds. It's okay.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Or just watch my
So
video.
I will try this one first.
Just watch
Because
my
it's
video
really,
and
really
see.
stupid. Okay. Basically, you can go there, land there. Sometimes you just avoid the respawn
Oh,
trigger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you-
one of the skips.
Yeah, that's the obsolete quote-unquote one.
Except
Yeah,
when
and-
it works, you keep falling.
It's actually pretty easy to do though. All you gotta do is go under the track and then roll back onto the bottom half.
Yeah, you just need to be far right.
And
enough, but
here,
also not too
I mean,
far.
you have this. Okay, so you just want to drive away.
So this one is the respawn point.
You just
All
respawn
do
at the end of this section. This is so stupid.
Yeah, look.
It spawns
that.
you at an angle to go off the edge again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why?
It's like they knew, man.
Okay, let's
You
try
wanted
this
to
again.
do it.
Then I think we have to stop and leave the channel
Do
to
it.
the.
Let's see what happens.
They'll kick you off.
Okay,
and
no,
kick you
that's
off.
not
Keep
good.
going.
Well, that one came kind of close.
Yeah, that's good. It's inconsistent. I really can't do that very
Yeah,
consistent.
it is. It's pretty difficult to be honest. So
I get it literally 90% of the time.
good for you, Jay.
No, with Sonic you roll 4 times. That's it.
Okay, let's try this. This skip the last time. Then I think we have to stop.
Just
Okay.
restart.
Oh,
see.
okay. No, I failed that. Okay,
Oh, well.
that's it. I mean, I tried it. Sorry, guys. Would have been nice, but
Fine, I'll post my link in chat.
yeah, I think
If you
it's
can't
nice.
Do it. If you can't do it, I'll post my link.
Yeah, if you're interested,
Yeah.
just check that out then.
Yeah, not really worth doing it in a speedrun, by the way.
A
But yeah,
marathon, at least.
yeah. Anyway, that's it for Team Sonic Racing, and I hope that that was interesting enough. So I think I have to give the channel to the guys. So okay, that's the link. Thank you, Giant.
There we
Yeah.
go. Bask
very-
in its glory.
That was a pretty good run too, so it went pretty
Yeah,
well.
it went pretty well. I mean, if you watch the speedrun.com leaderboard, it's still a good one. So I think that's it.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
We have an awesome community. Stop by if you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.